Hello, my name is Willie Jr. I'm going to describe to you some events that took place at urology and also at the Image Center in Gastonia radiology. And I'm basically going to explain what took place and how the healthcare basically don't benefit patients. And everything's all about money. Now, first, before I go any further, I'll let you hear a phone conversation I had with the urology officer here in Gastonia. I think his name is Kinder, or whatever his name is, Dr. Kinder, or something like that. And at the point I was trying to get my test results. But I want you to hear in her own words how she explained it while I was asking the questions. So let's get to this. Go ahead and clean the back of this camera real quick. All right, that's much better. And what you're about to listen to is, I even told over the phone I was recording a message because something felt sort of off. So you better have protection for yourself if you feel that. So.
Your next appointment online. Visit our website at carolinaurology.com and click on Schedule an Appointment at the top of the page to quickly book your next visit. Please listen carefully to the following options. For hours, address or fax number, press 8. If you are a doctor or doctor's representative, press 6. For surgery scheduling, press 5. For clinical triage, press 1. For appointments, press 2. For medical records, press 3. For new patient referrals, press 7. For billing or insurance questions, please call 704-414-2870. Hello, and thank you for calling Carolina Urology Partners. If this is a medical emergency, please hang up and dial 911. Carolina Urology, how can I direct your call?
I guess Dr. Kimber or Kinder.
Hold on just a moment. Carolina Urology, how can I help you?
My name is Willie Easter Jr. I came in on last week on Wednesday, January 7th, for checkup, blood test, and urine test, and I haven't gotten the results back. I was also sent to Gastonia Image radiology. I haven't gotten test results back on either.
What is your date of birth?
October 27th, 1963.
And your last name?
Easter, E-A-S-T-E-R.
And what were you needing? It was kind of breaking in and out.
What? I was sent to Gastonia radiology to get a CT scan for abdomen and pelvis. And I was informed that they probably get the results at the end of that day. That was on Monday. It is now Friday. I still haven't got any results on the blood test, the urine test, or the CT scan.
Okay, let me look at the notes.
All right.
So it looks like there was supposed to be an appointment booked for you to come back to follow up. But I'm not sure if it seems like maybe it wasn't able to be made since you have a bad debt on your account.
Well, from my point on it, that's true. And why the doctor doing that? Because it's been almost a week from January 7th, and then Monday when I went to the other, it's the end of this week. So either something was found or nothing was found. You need to go ahead and give them that information now so I can proceed forward.
Let me see if they sent us the imaging back.
Okay.
Okay, I see the imaging report back on here. So it looks like just from the chart, the visit from last time, there was supposed to be an appointment made to go over all the results from the imaging and then the blood work as well. I can give you the phone number to Fairway Capital, so you could give them a call to set up payment arrangements, so we can book that appointment for you to come back to follow up on everything.
If they're going to continue doing payment up first, then it's not going to happen because our insurance company already paid $4,000 for the imaging. Each time you come in the office, it's a $50 charge just to come through the door. So you're not going to get no high billing thing. That's not happening.
I'm having a hard time understanding you. So you're not, do you want the phone number to get that taken care of and get it arranged?
Let me speak real slow and listen carefully. If I'm coming through you and paying you for all this information, I should have the results by now. I should not be calling outside entity continuously just so I can continue to get payments. Now,
Okay.
did I speak that slow enough for you?
So in the note, it says for you to follow up in about 2 weeks after you have the scans done. So we would need to book you to come in so the provider can go over your scans and your blood work with you. But we're not able to do that due to the bad debt on your account. It's $523.28. It's sent over to collections. So they would have to set up payment arrangements, and we'd have to unlock your chart to be able to have you come in to review that.
That's what I wanted to hear. I want to make sure I heard that perfectly clear, that you're withholding doctor's information and patient's results in order to get money. Am I clear on that?
I'm a little confused on what you're asking.
You're not confused because understand, I'm recording this call. I'll say it again. You're withholding test results in order to get payment. That clear enough?
I'm really not sure what you're asking. I'm trying to book an appointment so they could go over the results. I'm just reading what's in the note from there. It looks like you were supposed to follow up with that, but the follow-up can't be booked on our end because your account's locked. So when there's like a bad debt on your account,
that's what I just said.
See,
you're going 1,000 different words, but not really saying anything. My question was, you withholding test results in order to get a payment. Simple as that.
I mean, that's not what I don't work for corporate, so corporate has to unlock the chart.
Okay, that's what I wanted to hear.
In order for us to book it. Do you want me to give you that phone number?
And there it is. They talk about a bill that took place 5 years ago when I had a scan to notify that I had a enlarged prostate. You get it taken care of then, and they're still taking money from my insurance company. And even when I lay in the hospital, they kept coming back to the bed, getting a credit card, more paper. First it was $300, the second one $300. And when she came back the third time, I said, no more papers. I wasn't in the stages of being discharged or healing up yet. The operation had just been performed. It was over. And I guess Dr. Kendall, whatever his name was, he was making sort of like a narcissist type of comments towards against my family, talking about if he feels that he was abused, something like that. But when I get in touch with him, I get the full story. But my brother mentioned it to me. My sister also mentioned something to me one time. She said, "Why was nurses in there when he put performing that?" Because the nurse was trying to put a catheter in my penis with no anesthetic, trying to jam it in there, and it didn't work. Through the entire process, that's the only pain I ever had. I'm trying to jam a catheter up in your penis. But you have to wear a catheter after the operation because the muscles are loose and you can't urinate. That's why I put the catheter in, so it can hold the urine. But they're trying to jam it in without any type of anesthesia whatsoever. And it didn't go in. So eventually had to give me anesthesia, put me under, and put it in surgically. And he's probably paranoid that he's going to get sued because if he damaged something in there, I would sue his ass. And he ain't going to worry about the little $520-something. He better worry about $44 billion. I'd sue the fuck out of his ass. Forget my language. I hate using foul language, but when I get worked up that way, that's the only thing I can communicate. So these people swore an oath in medicine, but they pretty much after only money. Now you're going to hold test results from a patient from a debt from 5 years ago. That's why you're trying to get me to do a second procedure. Now I already had a catheter stuck in my penis on my side so I can urinate. Because like I said earlier, after the operation, there's no muscle down there because there's no operation. They don't cut you. They stick a little rod in there, or probe, and it cuts the prostate down back to the original size. If the operation is successful, the catheter can be removed and you don't have to worry about it. Mine was removed. It was nearly 5 years, well, 6 years, almost 6 years, but I say 5 years. But the operation took place in 2021. That's when the operation took place. And after the operation, go right back to the office and then done another checkup. He did do another checkup because he wanted to talk about, I wanted scrapes and stuff out of there because of, it probably need to be done. And he made a comment, it might be a 0.7% chance that the cancer may develop, something like that. I got it wrote down somewhere, but I had to find it. And I said, no. You already got a catheter stuck in my dick. And he made a comment, well, why to stick a tube in your ass? You ain't sticking a tube in my ass. What does that sound like? Some gay shit. I don't mean to get off the subject, but to me, at that time, that's what it sounded like. I already got a tube stuck in my penis, now you want to put it around my butthole. No. Not playing that. That's why I waited 5 years to come back, because at the end of December 2025, I noticed a couple of drops of blood in my urine, but then it went away. But I was concerned because it was sort of clotted. And anytime you see something like that, you're going to be concerned to make sure it's just an early symptom of something that might get worse, or is it something that that's just passing through? Could it be a urinary tract infection? Because you don't have to have sex to have a urinary tract infection. It could be just bacteria built down there, from what I've been reading. And I said, so I even went and got an STD test. Went to the hospital, I think back in May of 2025. And I was only there for about probably less than an hour. Another $300 bill. Less than an hour now. The only thing they gave me was some antibiotics. Then I had to go and actually pay for the antibiotics at one of those CVS stores. Then some old black female nurse gave me a runaround. Said, well, we didn't get it here. So I had to go all the way to Belmont to get it. And the woman in Belmont, one of the technicians in there, she said, it was there. And she even showed the paperwork, said it was there. She didn't give it to you. That's why I got issue with them old black nurses. Keep messing. Anyway, still on track. And when I went to them,
Please leave. Alert area. Please leave. Alert area. Please leave.
On January 7th, I set up an appointment to go in to get myself checked because of little blood drops and also clots. And the thing about it, there was no pain, no back pain, nothing like that. And then they took a urine test, took a blood sample, and then he set up a CT scan at
Alert area. Please
right there,
leave. Alert area. Please leave.
January
Alert
13th,
area. Please
CT
leave.
abdomen visit. I guess you call that Novant Health Imaging Center, Gastonia. And what the nurse told me, what the receptionist told me, said, well, if you hadn't had a insurance card, you'd have to pay $4,000 out of pocket. So the insurance paid it. So see, I got two different accounts. And I wasn't going to let them rob my accounts out, so I took $94 out of one account and $100 out of another account, which knocked it down to $580.29. And that all took place on January 13, 2026 of this year. And that took place at 9:30 a.m. And the whole process only took something like 25 minutes. The whole process. I ended up paying $4,000, according to what she said. That's what it would have been if I hadn't had no insurance. But the insurance did cover part of that, but I had to pay the other part of it, the $774.28. It's all about money. When I went to Gastonia urology, that's what they did with the urology part of it. Just going to the office is a $50 charge. While the insurance card, the visit is $365 just for going to the office. No service rendered, but just for going in. And the same thing at Novant, V-A-N-T, Health Imaging Center, Gastonia. I just call it Gastonia radiology. I put in what type of stuff they do. When they scan the body, they scan the abdomen and the pelvis area, sees any thing like cancer or tumors built up. Spiritually, I don't feel there's nothing else there, but you want to be able to get verification physically too. So I'm not the type of person who's going to sit up and worry or toss and turn in bed, like they want to suggest. I bet he's tossing and turning in bed over them results. Nope. I'm making a video and post it up by your ass. And if you think you can get $200 from a so-called girlfriend, you can try it. Since you won't say $200 to a girlfriend, you can try that, but every man will tell you, you put $200 on a woman's hand and you dealing with Fort Knox. You're not going to get it. Anyway, that's what that was. And I also received a letter from my Blue Cross and Blue Shield, the insurance company that I pay through out of my check on my job. And it said, we are writing you to let you know that we have authorized the CT scan of abdomen and pelvis before and after contrast your health care provider. And pause real quick. And that's his name right here. It's requested by Simac Kender. And then informing me that if there's going to be any additional scans, they may not pay for it. It will come out of my pocket. It's like it's more and more bills pile up, and I still got no test results. That's why I stopped it the first time, back in 2021. I wasn't going to have them jacking up no $180,000 medical bill, then try to sue you and take your house away from you. Not going to happen. What is that California code? It'll be a 187? That's what it'll be. It's not a threat. That's reality. Just a simple test results. And they want to try to hold that hostage for a bill from 2021. When I was in the hospital to get money. Come back and forth to the room in there 3 times, and the 3rd time I stopped it. And the whole time I was in the hospital at the time, it's like I was getting sicker. I didn't start to feel better until I got out of the hospital. I'm gonna stop this video right here because it telling me at the top of my phone is charged, need to be charged. So I'm gonna stop the video at this point. I may do a follow-up, but I'm gonna do an update to see if I'm gonna get my results. And I'll put his picture beside this video. Let you know who he is. Again, my name is Willie Jr. and peace.